Giraffe necks, why so long? The evolutionary secret. It's a question that has captivated scientists and nature enthusiasts for generations. The giraffe's neck isn't just long, it's extraordinarily so, reaching up to 6 feet in length. Yet, remarkably, they possess the same number of vertebrae, 7, as most mammals, including humans. The difference lies in the fact that each vertebra in a giraffe's neck is significantly elongated, sometimes exceeding 9 inches in length. Stick around. You're about to learn something wild. But first, tap like and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next mind. This extreme elongation allows them to reach high foliage inaccessible to other herbivores, giving them a competitive advantage for food resources. Early theories suggested a struggle between males competing for mates. Necking contests drove this evolution. While these contests certainly occur and can impact male fitness, current research points towards a more complex story involving feeding competition and potentially even sexual selection in females favoring longer-necked males due to perceived health or genetic quality. For a long time, scientists believed male giraffe neck length was primarily driven by what's called sexual selection. The idea was that those longer necks weren't just for reaching higher leaves, they were weapons. Males would use their necks to literally whip each other in intense competitions for dominance and mating rights, a behavior known as necking. Imagine 2 bulls towering above the savanna, swinging their incredibly long necks like clubs. It seemed plausible longer necks offered a clear advantage in these battles, leading to the selection for even greater neck length over generations. This theory held sway for decades and shaped much of our understanding of giraffe evolution. For a long time, we believed giraffe necks evolved primarily for sexual selection, males battling for dominance using their impressive height. However, that theory has faced increasing scrutiny. A compelling alternative explanation gaining traction is the browsing competition hypothesis. This suggests that neck length isn't just about fighting, it's fundamentally about food access. Think about it, giraffes can reach leaves high in trees that other herbivores simply can't. They essentially have a resource unavailable to others, and over generations, natural selection favored those individuals with longer necks who could exploit this unique feeding niche. It's a clever adaptation driven by the constant struggle for sustenance, allowing them to thrive where competition is less intense. Giraffes possess a truly remarkable advantage in their environment: their incredible height. This allows them to reach leaves and branches far beyond what most other herbivores can access. Imagine the acacia trees during the dry season. Many animals struggle to find any food at all, but giraffes can still browse on those high-up leaves. That ability significantly reduces competition for resources, giving them a real edge when times are tough. It's especially crucial during droughts, where food scarcity becomes a major threat. The giraffe's long neck literally keeps them fed when others go hungry. It's fascinating to consider just how giraffes manage their incredibly long necks. While the elongated vertebrae are certainly a key factor, it's even more remarkable that these bones aren't rigid structures. They possess an unusual degree of flexibility. Each vertebra is subtly connected by ligaments and cushions, allowing for a surprising range of motion. This allows them to turn their heads with a precision you might not expect from such a towering animal, deftly reaching for leaves high in the trees or scanning the horizon for danger. It's this combination of length and flexibility that truly defines giraffe neck mechanics. It might seem incredible, but a giraffe's neck isn't built with dozens more vertebrae than ours. In fact, they have exactly 7 cervical vertebrae. That's the same number found in most mammals, including humans and even cats. The real magic lies not in how many bones they have, but in how incredibly long each individual bone is. Think of it like stretching out a ruler. You still only have one ruler, but its length can be dramatically increased. That extreme elongation of each vertebra is what gives the giraffe its signature towering neck. The giraffe's incredible neck didn't just appear overnight. It's the result of an incredibly gradual process unfolding over countless generations. Scientists believe that this remarkable adaptation likely stemmed from subtle shifts in growth hormones and genes, tiny tweaks impacting how their skeletons developed. Imagine generation after generation, offspring with slightly longer necks had a marginal advantage when reaching higher foliage. These small advantages, compounded across vast stretches of time, slowly but powerfully shaped the giraffe we know today. It wasn't about a sudden, dramatic change. It was a slow refinement driven by natural selection, acting on these minute genetic variations. The specific genes involved are still being researched, but understanding them promises to reveal even more about this fascinating evolutionary journey. It's a fascinating detail that female giraffes don't always mirror their male counterparts in every aspect of their appearance. While both sexes possess those incredibly long necks, you might notice that females often have them slightly shorter than the males do. This isn't just random variation. Scientists believe it likely reflects differing evolutionary pressures acting on each sex. Male giraffes use their necks as weapons during combat, for dominance and mating rites, a necking behavior where they swing their heads to assert themselves. Females, however, don't engage in this kind of competition as frequently, so there hasn't been the same strong selective pressure favoring longer necks. It highlights how even within the same species, evolution can shape traits differently based on lifestyle and reproductive strategies. It's easy to take a giraffe's incredibly long neck for granted. It's such an iconic feature. But that length wasn't always there. Paleontologists have unearthed fascinating fossil evidence of early giraffe ancestors, and these fossils paint a very different picture. They reveal that these animals possessed necks significantly shorter than the ones we see today. Think about it, this dramatic transformation didn't happen overnight. It unfolded over millions of years through gradual evolutionary changes. Each generation likely had slightly longer necks, providing an advantage for reaching higher foliage. And those subtle differences accumulated across vast stretches of time to produce the magnificent giraffes we know now. It's a powerful reminder that even the most striking adaptations are often the result of incredibly slow and steady processes. The giraffe's extraordinary neck is arguably its most recognizable feature, and understanding how it evolved offers a truly remarkable case study in natural selection. For decades, Scientists debated the purpose of such an elongated neck. Some even proposed fanciful explanations involving browsing on high leaves to avoid competition with other animals. However, the prevailing theory today centers around sexual selection. Male giraffes, known as bulls, engage in intense necking contests, literally battling each other, using their necks and horns to establish dominance and win mating opportunities. Bulls with longer, stronger necks tend to be more successful in these competitions, therefore passing on those traits to their offspring. Over countless generations, this selective pressure resulted in the gradual lengthening of the giraffe's neck, transforming a relatively normal length into the impressive structure we see today. It's a powerful illustration of how seemingly unusual adaptations can arise when driven by competition and reproductive success.